Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this July the 8th Instagram Live with Golf Americas. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have a very special guest today. I was very fortunate last month, the early days of, let me see, I think we have our guest already on board here, and that would be wonderful. We will be talking today about one of my favorite golf courses in DuPage County, and I had a wonderful experience with them about a month ago, and it's the Preserves Oak Meadows golf course. So I'm going to be inviting our guest, which is Ed Stevenson. He's already with us today, so let me get him on board and be able to let him share um, the information about the course and everything that they have going on there. So just see, inviting Ed to join us. I think he's already among our guests present. And we're just going to let him join us in a few minutes and be able to extend a little bit details about the Preserves Oak Meadows course, which is very close to the O'Hare Airport, by the way. It didn't take, but it's about 10 miles, very easily accessible. On top of it, the first week of June weather was fabulous, and we were able to really enjoy the. Let's see, invited him. Okay, it's saying that he's unable to join. Let me see if we can get this going on again. I know it takes a. I think you've joined us already, Ed. Are you on board? There you are.
I'm here. Thanks for your patience letting me join.
Not
I'm
a
honored to be
problem.
here.
Not a problem. I did have a few minutes to introduce a little bit the location of your course. You're very accessible to the O'Hare Airport in Chicago, aren't you?
We are. You may, in fact, hear an airplane going over now. So we
Oh,
have this,
that close.
we're that close, but easy access and yet, beautifully insulated from a lot of the urbanization here. We're out in nature, but yet close to an international airport.
And nature indeed. I mean, I when I played it, I really felt that I was disconnected from the world. And well, I'm from Miami, hectic city, and arriving in Chicago the day before, another hectic city, and I felt like I had gone someplace completely different and away from all the hustle and bustle that big cities offer. So it was really, besides tremendously enjoyable because it's a very scenic layout, so much nature. In addition to it, it was great to play. Very challenging, but very rewarding at the same time. So it was really a pleasure to have been there.
Well, thanks, Sandra. We were thrilled you had the chance to come out and play, and what you're describing is really exactly what we hope to offer. We know that we're here in DuPage County. We're right next to a world-class city in Chicago, and yet we know that out here at some of our locations, like the Preserve at Oak Meadows, you can escape some of the hustle and bustle. You're not far away, but you can actually immerse yourself in nature and enjoy lots of different activities. And fortunately for us, we love golf, so we have great golf courses to enjoy as part of that.
Yes, great, great. Now, one of the things that really stood out as I played your course was nature. And
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that renovation that you had in 2018 and how it really turned your layout into uh, beautiful landscaping, but birds and the beautiful nature surrounding that is around every hole.
Well, sure. Our part of our motto, part of our slogan is connecting people to nature through golf, and we're owned here by the Forest Preserve District. So here in Illinois, here in the Chicago area, we are actually a government agency that protects and preserves open space forever, so that
Wonderful.
there will always be places where nature can thrive, but people can also go and thrive and get clean air, clean water as well. So uh, our agency that owns our golf course actually has 60 properties throughout DuPage, 26,000 acres, over 180 miles of trails. along with lakes and streams and rivers. And 3 of our 60 properties just happen to also have golf. So when it was time to renovate the preserve at Oak Meadows, the property had a very rich history. It used to be a private country club, the Elmhurst Country Club. But under ownership by a conservation agency, our focus and mission was a little bit different. And before even getting to improving the golf, we looked at the entire property and said, what can we do to make this property more vibrant? What can we do to
Hmm.
help create strong habitats for nature and improve the quality of the river that goes through the property? So we started from a perspective of improving the nature within the property first, and then integrating a great golf experience right along with it.
Oh, you can really feel it. It was really fabulous. And it's part of the layout. I mean, it's part, you're like playing over these rivers, ditches, bridges, the whole nine yard as you're moving around. But you really feel like it was always part of this whole layout. Was that the way it was?
Well, thank you. Our design team would be very flattered by those comments because I think one of the when you redesign something, one of the best compliments you can get is that it looked like it had always been that way, rather than something
Correct.
that was created or constructed. And um, yes, certainly we're lucky to have a great piece of land. It's 288 acres, and we went with not only wanting to improve the natural assets of the property and make the golf experience great, but we thought that visitors, while enjoying golf, should get a tour of a northern Illinois landscape. In this part of the
Hmm.
world, we're very fortunate to have, like behind me, we have ancient oak trees and woodlands, but we also
Hmm.
have prairie, we have wetlands, we have all these different landscapes that you can find here in northern Illinois. And what I think is really fun is whether your golf game is going well, or maybe you're not hitting it that well that day, but you're going to get, during the course of your round, the 4 hours it takes to play, you're going to go on a tour and see all those elements of a northern Illinois landscape built into your round of golf.
I could definitely attest to that. It was really quite an experience. And the layout was fantastic. Like I mentioned before, it's a very challenging course. Um, your championship caliber course, have you hosted major events for the state of Illinois or beyond that people have been able to enjoy your course?
So we've had in the time since we reopening from our renovation in 2018, we've been fortunate to have many different golf associations want to bring some of their marquee events here. So we've been part of the qualifying for the U.S. Amateur event with the USGA. We have hosted twice now the state championship for the Senior Illinois Open, which really was a wonderful event with the Illinois PGA. We've done various events with the Chicago district here more locally, but I think one of the ones we're most proud of is here at the Preserve at Oak Meadows, along with our sister course. We have Maple Meadows, another 18-hole course right next door.
Mhm.
Every year we host the DuPage Junior Classic. It's with the Illinois Junior Golf
Excellent.
Association.
Hmm.
And as much as we love having the senior champions and all those other events here, to see youth golfers come and engage with our properties and to develop a lifelong love for the game, that's an event I think we're especially proud of. And it's amazing to see how good the young players are.
Excellent. Yes, absolutely. And there's some quite a great list of golfers in the pipeline for the United States based on how they're being trained in college or how hard they have to work to be prepared for college, and then as they mature as golfers.
Right.
Your layout is a very traditional one. I mean, it's beautiful, it's scenic. It reminds me of the course that I grew up in, and I'm definitely much older than these kids that apply for the juniors. But how do they compare it? I mean, what are their comments after they play in your tournament?
Well, I know it's one of the highlights of the year on the schedule, and we're fortunate that there are many really good courses here in the Chicago area. For people who are familiar with our geography, we're actually just a little bit to the east of Medina Country Club. So,
Hmm.
we are built on sort of similar land, similar oak trees, and similar type of terrain that the very famous Medina Country Club is. And we know that that's hosted Ryder Cups and will be hosting the President's Cup coming up. But I think that although it's a new course, the comments we get from the competitors is that it's challenging. It makes them think. It has a traditional feel and some of the same looks you might get on certain corridors on a Medina Country
Hmm.
Club because of the similar landscape. But it makes it one of the sought after events of the year. It fills up very quickly, which we always wish there were more spots and even more kids could play.
Excellent, excellent. Now that you're talking about the demand and tea times, what's your top peak season, and when are there opportunities for people that come in from other states to take advantage of experiencing your property?
Sure, we are in peak season right now, but we are pretty consistently open from April 1st every year through October 31st. So we get a nice window here of time in the Chicago area to get in golf. I think we found that in particular the weather coming up as we get into the late part of the season in August and September and October. We've been fortunate in recent years to have just very comfortable weather, and in particular on this property, it's a beautiful time of year because you can see the colors changing in the trees and
Yes.
the parts of the landscape, the native vegetation becomes very colorful as well. So it is just a visual tapestry of different textures and colors, all woven through a round of golf. So definitely recommend visiting us really any time through the summer and into the fall season here.
Great. Well, I can definitely attest for somebody from South Florida being there the first week of June, which already here, we're starting to suffocate a little bit with that humidity creeping up. It was really pleasant. I think I played in the mid 70s. Had to put a little, vest on, and but enjoyed it thoroughly to be there for almost a week that I enjoyed DuPage, and it was great to be able to be in your property. You have right behind you your clubhouse, and
Right.
it's very modern for the kind of course that you have. Tell us a little bit about your clubhouse.
Sure. Where you see the clubhouse behind me, when we originally acquired the property in the mid 80s, it had a very different building. In fact, it was a big red brick Tudor style clubhouse, nearly 50,000 square feet. It stood out in the landscape as this major structure, almost dominated the landscape. And unfortunately, we lost that building to a fire a little over 10 years ago.
Hmm.
And when it came time to build a new building and replace it, we had to fight the urge to replace exactly what was there. We did a lot of thinking about what we want to tell people about our story as a nature agency and a conservation agency, and we decided instead to put a building back that complemented the landscape, that used a lot of glass and windows to help people orient their view out to the property, out to the landscape. We
Right,
feature
right.
a mid-century modern design with a lot of natural materials. So in some ways, the clubhouse is itself an interpretation of the property and the nature on the property, rather than something to come in and dominate the property.
It's definitely a great place to go back in with your scorecard after finishing 18 holes and still enjoy the view, the nature surrounded by the course, and have a drink there as you pay your dues if you had any bets going on with your partners
Hopefully you
there.
won. Hopefully you won. But
The beer
yeah,
was paid.
I think we envision we see the patio as we get into the day and the lunch crowd will arrive and through the afternoon. A lot of golfers like to stop and finish their day on our patio, and it's a pleasant place to unwind and get some food and beverage. But it's also as I turn around here, you can see if you're sitting on the patio, you get a view back into the golf course, and you might even see some golfers on our 10th hole. And the 10th hole is a challenging par three that is fairly entertaining to watch golfers make their club selection and take on some of the pin placements can be really tough on the right side.
Yes,
So
yes,
if you had a good day on the golf course or a difficult day, you can still watch other golfers come through while you relax a bit after the round.
absolutely. You briefly mentioned your sister property.
Yes.
Just wanted to know for golfers interested in going to that area, is it easy for them to book tee times in both properties through you? How accessible is it? What's their layout a little bit?
It is. So, both courses are extremely accessible. Our our focus is really on availability for the small groups and for the individual golfers and foursomes to come play. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a true membership that ties up tee times. It's full access to the tee sheet, but we commonly share a website under the name of DuPage Golf. It is DuPageGolf.com.
Okay.
And whether you're looking for the preserve at Oak Meadows or Maple Meadows, or even we have a 9-hole course a little further south in the county called Green Meadows, you can find tee times from all three locations at DuPageGolf.com and compare your options if you're looking to play one or maybe all three courses.
Right. And I want to just confirm to our audience, your course is public and it was super, really greatly maintained. I mean, that was really a pleasant experience. And I was with a guest that was also from out of town. And I waited until the 18th hole to tell her, and by the way, this is a public golf course.
Well, thanks. I think, we love our history here. We know that for many decades, this used to be a private club, and we celebrate it being public now and being something that everyone can come and enjoy. But I think to still perpetuate that feeling of the private club past is part of how
Yes.
we connect to our history. And one piece I'll mention, you'd asked me about tournaments that we host now. A fun piece of the history from when it was a private club was we hosted the Chicago Open here in 1941. Golf
Excellent.
legend Ben Hogan won here, so you can still walk the same grounds where Ben Hogan prevailed over Sam Snead and Craig Wood and some of the other champions of that era. So
But what
your
great
observation,
name.
yeah, we're lucky to have that history, and I think somewhere still having that private club quality of conditions and private club feel is really a nod, an acknowledgement of that sort of history and background here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, your facilities also include a practice range, putting green. For those that arrive to play with you, what is the green fee offer?
Sure. Depending on day of the week, the greens fees for 18 holes, including cart, usually range between about $100 and about $130. Again, depending on day and time.
Mm-hmm.
There's some reduced fees at later times of the day, and as we get very late or very early in the season. But yeah, we have really nice offer for someone traveling. Again, easy access from O'Hare. We do have locker room facilities, so you can change if you've just arrived from travel. We have rental set options and a nicely stocked pro shop as well.
Excellent. Excellent. And do you get a bucket of practice balls to kind of warm up a little bit before you tee off with your green fee?
The range is easy access. We have a discount with your greens fee. Just a $5 add-on to
Okay.
go and use the range, but it's got multiple chipping greens and putting greens and as well as grass tee surface. So it's perfect for warming up before your tour of the Northern Illinois landscape with golf.
Excellent. I think you mentioned your webpage earlier, but is that the place to look up your property, look up your layout, to know a little bit more about all of your courses and be able to make green tee times?
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks, Sandra. It's at DuPageGolf.com, and
Okay,
you'll find information about everything from tee times to our restaurant. You'll see a course layout. We've got an archive of some of the different video features here over the years, which in this era of drone photography, I think we're lucky we get to preview courses from seeing some of the wonderful drone images that are captured. So I would encourage anybody to visit DuPageGolf.com and get a bit of a preview of the preserve at Oak Meadows and Maple Meadows and our Green Meadows property as well.
excellent. This has been a great conversation. You were very ready with all of my questions. Really prepared for this. Is there anything that we kind of left out of our conversation, what we had planned to share with the audience? I think we kind of mentioned any details in particular you want to add on?
Yeah, I think I know even from our conversations in person, I think as we look
Oops. Okay.
try to do here is show what golf can do for a community. You know,
Correct.
we love the game of golf because it can be challenging, it can be fun, it can be strategic on how you're going to play the game, and that makes golf good. But if you can do things like improve stormwater storage for a community or build healthy habitats and accomplish all that, those are things that I think help make the game of golf great when it can solve problems for the surrounding communities, and that's very
Absolutely.
much part of our mission here. So it's been fun to see that particularly some of the younger golfers and golfers in general enjoy it for the golf, but they like to know that they're playing golf somewhere that is uh, solving issues and meeting needs for the community beyond just the game itself.
Absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right on that. It's really an important issue for us right now. I mean, look at all the challenges we've been having in the States this week because of weather and
Yes.
being able to control that. And it's feast or famine, take care of it while you have it and store it up for the good use of everyone around you. So that's wonderful.
I think we're so lucky right now to be in an era where golf is very robust. It's popular. It's adding quality of life for people. But we hope we talked about the younger golfers. We hope that golf continues to be healthy for future generations. And golf properties can be huge investments. So beyond just investing in the game, if you can invest in the community, I think it will help keep the game positioned favorably and make it something that is a part of every community going forward. If it can be a great game, but also a great community asset.
Well said. Absolutely. Ed, thank you so much for your time. I think our audience definitely learned a lot from you. I appreciate you sharing all this information, and we hope to have you again with us soon.
It's been an honor, and I can't wait for our next conversation. Thank you so much.
Great. Excellent. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye now.
Thank you, everyone.